Today's episode of the Wrestle Arc Podcast is brought to you guys by ProWrestlingTees.com. Folks, ProWrestlingTees.com, your one-stop shop for all stuff AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, Major League Wrestling, and much, much more. Folks, obviously some new stuff arrives at the shop almost every week. This week we have a new Bobby Fish shirt out. We got a new Sammy Guevara shirt out. We have the Inspiration shirts out, which if you guys don't know what that is, check it out. However, the one shirt that we do want to promote this month is the Brody Lee Memorial T-shirt. Now, all proceeds are going to go to benefit the John Herbert Legacy Foundation. If you folks don't know what that is, head over to www.johnherbertlegacyfoundation.org to check it out. Like we said, Pro Wrestling Tees is not making any money off this T-shirt. It commemorates a great wrestler, and like we said, it goes to a great cause. So make sure you guys head over to that website and check it out, and make sure you guys also purchase the shirt in commemorative of in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers from New York ever. Make sure you guys head over to ProWrestlingTees.com, and if you can't, download the app for exclusive offers and exclusive promotions that you can only get on the app. That's ProWrestlingTees.com. Today's show is also brought to you guys by Dunkin' Donuts, folks. America runs on Dunkin'. You guys can get everything you want at Dunkin' Donuts to kick off your day, from donuts to breakfast to teas to sandwiches, bagels. And if you can't get it at Dunkin', you guys can download it on the Dunkin' app. You guys can place your orders and head to your local Dunkin' to pick up your order. Folks, America runs on Dunkin'.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Wrestle Arc Podcast. We are back today with something new for you. We'll get into that into a minute, but with me today is Peyton Cash.
Ayo!
Thomas Noble.
Sup, y'all?
Ross Sparks.
What up?
Brandon Nutton.
Hi.
And our Wrestle Arc champion, Kristen Berger.
Hello there.
Eat us.
Anyway, so today's video is a little bit different to what we normally do. As all you may know, every Sunday we usually do the roundup here, but a couple of changes here and there. We've decided to keep uploading on a Sunday, but now we are gonna be doing our wrestling weekly review. So we will not be doing the roundup. We will not be, announcing the results. We will just be giving our opinions and thoughts on all the shows that have happened in the past week of wrestling. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. And who wants to go first? Let's start with Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
I'm probably going to jump the gun and say, I honestly thought it was a pretty decent Raw. Some of the stuff that happened. I mean, obviously what was going down between Big E and Bobby Lashley, their championship matches. It seems like WWE is actually bringing the Hurt Business back, which I'm actually down for. It was kind of sad when they got split up. And now it seems like they're getting back together, which I think can be a really good move. Because the Hurt Business was over when they became a thing.
Oh yeah.
It was
Definitely
really
over.
unexpected to come back too.
It was unexpected. And it seems like it's going to be like that. And because of what happened there, I kind of liked how they planned it out, like moving it to the main event, where it would be a steel cage. Giving Big E a clean win over Bobby, which was huge. It's very huge for the career of Big E, especially when he's defending the WWE title.
Which he doesn't deserve.
First off, that's a Let's thing, not yours. That is.
I don't care. He doesn't deserve it.
It's an opinion. Anyone can have it, Peyton.
Anyway,
The part that caught a lot of people's attention was Drew McIntyre coming out to face Big E. And I'm going to be honest, I thought he was still on his trip in the UK. I had no idea he actually came back for that Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, because obviously when we talk about Friday, obviously we're going to talk about something different. But having McIntyre face Big E, it's kind of a interesting matchup to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I really like Drew McIntyre. He's one of my favorite superstars. But he's been in the WWE Championship picture for so long. Lots of people don't want him to go there. People would rather want to see him face Roman for the Universal title.
I mean,
Honestly,
Oh, no, go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, honestly, his championship reign was honestly the weirdest one because it went from him being champion to losing it to Randy to then winning it back
And then listen to
to
Lashley.
then
No,
No,
he
no,
lost
no.
it to The Miz.
Listen to the Miz. Listen to the Miz. Sorry. Don't say it. Don't
this
say it.
fucking guy.
Don't say it.
Hashtag fake wrestling.
Okay. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, you
It's
would.
going to be a daily reminder.
Yeah, because you are. Because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, moving on.
Also, can I just add something quickly? He was champion where there was no fans, and he did carry the WWE title during the pandemic era.
That's true. We did.
So he deserves a lot more respect than he gets.
He carried the pandemic era on his back.
That's
He
true.
is one of the main reasons people came back to WWE.
It's because of him.
True.
He carried the business on his back for majority of 2020.
Yeah. Starting with
It was all
36.
Drew McIntyre.
Starting with WrestleMania 36, all the way towards
And here's the
when we
thing.
lost it.
I'm not going to lie. I would actually really like to see another world championship run out of Drew McIntyre. What it really depends on.
Want to dethrone Roman. I can see that happening.
I've actually said that a couple times. It can be Drew McIntyre who dethrones Roman Reigns. But the thing is,
Roman did beat him
will
once.
he get that next world title? When will it be his time to be a world champion again? It could be against Roman Reigns, but if it's not, only time will tell.
Yep. But the thing is, once they were facing each other as far as Roman did beat Drew. So
Yes.
They did, but he did get help.
Yeah, but hopefully if they do have Drew versus Roman in some near future, I might see Drew probably taking title from Reigns if Lesnar does not win.
All right, Noble, what were your thoughts on Roman? Sorry, Aled.
I was just about to say, after Noble has talked, Noble, you go first. I'll mention it in a minute.
Honestly, Raw was a decent show, to be honest. And, well, like Ross said here, even the fact that Big E had that clean win against Bobby Lashley was surprising to me. That none of us knew, or some of us knew when this was gonna happen. But until McIntyre comes up, and yeah, I had to agree with you, Aled. It's going to be an interesting match, but the question is going to be, can Big E could match up with McIntyre, or McIntyre could win another world title in his career?
That is the question. Okay, something else that happened on Raw that got me very intrigued. It's happened 2 weeks in a row now. This new meme side of Shayna Baszler has come out.
Oh yeah,
and I like it.
Seems like people have been really into that.
Yeah, right.
Since
Yeah,
what happened with Nia Jax.
the Shayna Baszler that I basically knew since NXT is finally on the main roster.
Don't just say you. All of us were watching NXT at that time.
Yeah, Peyton.
But I think they're doing this because they might be building it up for Charlotte Flair, you know?
Yeah.
Might be.
It could be.
Could Shayna be the one who take the title of Charlotte?
Well,
She could.
She could.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
actually,
Shayna should have won the title like a long time ago, to be honest.
Speaking of building up, it also seems like they're doing the same thing with Karrion and Cross too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're building him up, just making him squash some jobbers, you know.
True that.
And also, they also might potentially be turning Keith Lee heel as well. because it's been mentioned a bunch of times,
That's true.
and especially with his match with Akira Tozawa, he seemed a lot more aggressive than he normally was.
Oh yeah.
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 Absolutely.
And for once, he used the Big Bang Catastrophe finisher to finish a match.
I
Which,
wanna,
how long has it been?
Yeah.
I wanna go to radio. Radio. What do you think about this whole Shayna Baszler thing and this Keith Lee heel turn thing? Do you think they're both good or?
I think Shayna Baszler getting back to who she originally is a good thing. As for Keith Lee, I feel like he needed to turn heel. Because if he didn't, I feel like his career was going to go nowhere. He was just going to be on dark matches. Uh, Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if he got sent back down to NXT, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like him turning heel, becoming a force, honestly, you want to know what I am predicting, and I know this is going to be a far out prediction, but what if we saw Keith Lee heel taking on Big E for that WWE title?
It could
You
happen.
have a point.
It could happen sometime.
Yeah, Steve, this has been mentioned for so many months now. Keith Lee turning heel. When could it happen? How could it happen? People were talking about it happening with the Hurt Business back in like January or February.
Yeah.
True.
Or I mean, having
So this has probably been pre-planned for like over half a year now.
or probably having
The thing
him.
They
is,
just couldn't figure out how.
yeah, but the thing is we, from what we've seen, we've always, we've seen Keith Lee as, kind of like a baby face, oh yeah, he's Keith Lee, whatever. But honestly, when he started winning championships, he started being more truthful. It had an edge. So him as a heel works for me because I can see his career going somewhere as a heel. As a babyface, it was just never going to work for him.
They've added Bearcat to his name now.
Yeah, it's true. I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
Keith Bearcat Lee.
That is the only part that I question.
I believe he was
Saying they're paying homage to another wrestler.
who was named
They
Bearcat.
are.
But
No, they are, but it's just I don't think they should have gave that to Keith Lee, to be
Okay,
honest with you.
moving on. Goldberg appeared on the show.
Oh yeah, I also
Yes.
forgot.
Right,
I feel like we should also mention Alexa Bliss not being on TV for like several months.
Yep, she's having
several months or weeks.
months because I thought she was gonna be having a
Months.
marriage soon, but we've seen that she's getting a sinal surgery on her nose.
Yeah, me too. I think she's having
And
surgery.
Also, with this absence, people have been saying that they wanted to see the old goddess Alexa Bliss back or see something new because a lot of people did not like this character that they ripped off from the Fiend.
Speaking of which, him, also, I think me too. Even though, yeah, she is not good in her fiendish character. I just like her goddess form. That's all.
I mean,
Yeah.
the gimmick was meh, not great, but it is what it is.
True.
Yeah.
The
The
goddess,
Fiend had it a lot better.
the goddess character is like even more
can see
better than
Goddess returning when she comes back, but I doubt it.
I know it too.
Anyway, on to what Aled was saying earlier. I think I would probably give the show a 7.75 out of 10. I thought it was good. Not great, but I thought it was just a good show overall. Raw's doing decently better these days.
It's getting there.
Just getting there.
yeah.
Let's move on now then to NXT. If there's something I've missed on her, then you can talk about it, but let's move on to NXT. I do not watch this show, so I can't really give my thoughts and opinions on this. So whoever watched this show, go
Well,
And there's no bull typing.
I think I might have a new favorite faction in this in NXT business.
Swear to God, if you say Diamond Mine,
Talk.
Actually, you know what? Here's something I want to talk about. Braun Breaker officially announced that he wants to face Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship.
Oh God.
Make it happen.
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
they've been building up to the
that's
part.
that could be a great build. I just can't wait to see how Breaker's gonna do at that match.
He's gonna freaking dominate in that match.
I mean, he's probably going to lose, though, because
I mean,
why would they take
he
the title
literally
off champion?
debuted by defeating LA Knight clean.
But Ciampa has more experience than Breaker, I think. Does he?
Obviously,
Well,
he's a former NXT champion.
He's a two-time NXT champion now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Of course he has
They're
more
not going
experience.
to make him win.
But
Yeah,
I
man,
also like to point out this guy's dad was Scott Steiner, so it wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure Scott Steiner was
his uncle was Scott Steiner.
Uncle was Scott
I think
Steiner.
his father was Rick Steiner.
Yeah. But
no, I didn't really watch NXT. So
but
I want to talk about this.
There was the honeymoon.
Yeah. There was a honeymoon for Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis.
Oh, yeah.
Which I actually found pretty entertaining with how Johnny Gargano played in it.
That was funny.
Yeah, well, me and Ross are like kind of laughed our butts off with that.
Yeah. And like Dexter was like,
Don't worry, bro. I got protection.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had like what, 3 title matches that day? The NXT Women's Tag Titles, the Cruiserweight title, and the NXT Women's title.
How did we go? Wait. How did we go from Dexter Loomis banging Indy Hartwell to freaking title matches? Come on,
it's title matches. It's wrestling.
It's
There was big title matches, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that transition does not work.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I don't know.
I haven't even watched NXT.
So anyway, after the fucking, there was 3 title matches.
After the fucking
maybe we should have started with those title matches.
I think
those title matches happened. There was
and
then get to the fucking.
Yeah, they all retained.
But I do want to add something to the women's championship. I think now we're gonna see. I think we're getting a build up that have Mandy Rose as one of the champions now, because at the end of that interaction, she literally stood there holding the women's championship up high while her 2 goonies were standing by her side.
WWE and NXT decides to push Mandy Rose as a champion, you are going to see ratings fall for NXT.
Well, the thing is,
that's where you're out, because Mandy Rose
did not get a push at all. Well, yeah. Well, the only push she got was the romance with Otis, and that was the only push she got.
Listen, that's the lowest point in anybody's career. Okay.
Look, was that even a? I feel like that was more of a push for Otis, which didn't even go well.
Or yeah.
Yeah, fucker lost Money in the Bank after she.
The only reason that Mandy Rose got relevant is when she teamed with Paige.
Anyway, Paige.
When did she team with Paige?
What was it? What was that faction? Absolution or some shit? Like in 2018?
Oh, right.
I remember that.
Right, I forgot about that team.
Anyway, so yeah, NXT happened. Moving on to that show called AEW, moving away from WWE.
Yeah. We get to talk about interesting.
Go ahead.
I thought it was an awesome show, especially now that people are calling Arn Anderson a freaking thug for saying that he would shoot someone if they tried to rob him.
Okay.
I saw of AEW. From what I saw, it was good. I mean, they had that classic promo between Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. Again, also he hasn't changed his shirt. He hasn't changed that. Bryan Danielson has not changed his shirt since he's got there. He's wearing the same shirt every week.
I mean, we got Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy. That was a good one.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
With Adam Cole. Adam Cole won that match.
Cole's now like what? Cole's now like
But-
what? 3-0 or 2-0 or in singles competition?
But obviously, there was big news that happened that night that Leo Rush was now officially all elite. Now that he's
And
back.
someone else
He's
who's
back.
going to be there next week.
Yeah,
Nice.
someone
Bobby
else is going to be
Fish.
debuting. Yeah, Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish is going to be facing Sammy Guevara.
But I will say this: the number one match that night for me had to be Orange Cassidy and the Dark Order versus the Hardy Family Office, because they were in Rochester, and it was for Brody.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
obviously Uno and them tried to leave. Here comes frickin' -1. He's got the papers in hand. He smashes frickin' Uno right in the face. Tells him to get his ass back in the ring.
Good old
Wait,
negative
isn't
one.
minus,
Good old negative one.
isn't -1 again?
-1 is Brody Lee's son.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was.
And Uno is the goofy looking one that never takes off his mask.
Yeah, that's evil Uno.
I don't know.
We need
Overall,
Adam Page.
and then we got that.
Sorry, go ahead.
But obviously, the one thing that everyone is talking about is MJF fucking going off on Darby Allin.
I was about to say.
That went
He did.
deep.
He went deep, but he also was like, yeah, you know, if I don't get what I want, I'm gonna go to WWE. No, you're not. Don't lie. Oh,
Are
okay.
you really going to go to WWE?
Okay.
He said
He's
that
not.
he said that he had Bruce Pritchard's number on his
speed dial,
phone.
and then CM Punk on commentary went, everybody has Bruce Pritchard on speed dial. CM Punk's back to
That was amazing.
WWE confirmed, everybody.
Seriously?
I mean, it's true.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, MJF took that promo really deep. Darby Allin stood there and took it. And Darby Allin's going to kick his ass when they face each other.
For sure.
It's going to be a really good match. Darby Allin and MJF.
That is going to be a very, very good match. For sure.
But obviously, the biggest shocking thing that happened that night was Sammy Guevara beating Miro.
And he is
to
the
become
new
the
TNT champion.
Miro's no
Shocking,
longer undefeated.
Nope.
Sammy was the one to beat him. And he brought
I feel like
a title back to the inner circle for once.
yeah, Jericho, that's how you do it. Anyway, the bigger talking point here is obviously a lot of people expected Bray Wyatt to debut on this show. Obviously, he did not debut on this show. And for me, I'm glad he didn't, because I don't think he should go there. I think he should and probably will go to Impact Wrestling. But how do you guys feel about him not coming there after all the rumors that he was?
I honestly didn't pay attention to the rumors.
I didn't either.
Honestly, I go ahead, Noble.
Nah, go ahead, Radio. I'll
Noble,
wait for you.
Just say it.
I did read about the rumors, but I just don't believe it. That's all I'm gonna say.
See, I knew that he wasn't gonna debut. Obviously, yes, they're in the home of Brody, and yes, it would have been good, but honestly, as much as I hate saying it, I'd rather see Bray Wyatt back in WWE, but obviously he's probably going to Impact or some other wrestling brand, but
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. WWE is the reason he has the star power he has right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's not signed anywhere, you got to know that every single promotion is going to do anything they can to secure him.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he goes back to WWE, though, because that is still a possibility.
Yeah.
He could potentially go there.
You know?
Alright.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Did anyone watch Impact? I don't know, but did anyone else watch
Nope,
Impact?
moving on. Nope, moving on.
We're moving on to the next show.
No, let them do Impact.
Oh, come on. Nobody cares about that show anymore.
I mean, I barely watch it, so
Last time I checked, Christian was still TNT or whatever the hell he is.
Impact
Well,
champion.
what?
Yeah, he
cares?
still is, isn't he?
Well, here's the thing, though. There's a feud still going on between Mickey James and Deanna. So
Yeah, that's the only
apparently-
thing. That's the only thing it's got going on for him, and then a returning Chris
Mickey James.
Daniel.
and then
Yeah.
then there was a new championship announced. I don't know what it's called
Yeah,
though.
The digital media championship.
It's the
Which is
dumbest
basically a rip-off of
championship
the-
name I've ever heard.
Which is basically a rip-off of the Internet Championship.
Let me see.
Yeah, so Matt Cardona's gonna win it.
Let me see if I can find
Anyway,
during the channel.
let's just move on to no pain. There's no need to find anything. Let's move on to what we're all here to talk about. Friday Night SmackDown, night 1 of the draft.
Okay. This one I had some questions about.
Okay, go ahead.
One thing.
I wonder.
They called up Hit Row way too quickly. Because Hit Row was legitimately because Hit Row is going to SmackDown now.
I mean, that's a good
SmackDown now has the Raw Women's Champion in Charlotte.
I mean, they're gonna move Becky to Raw, so it makes sense.
They're probably gonna move Becky to
Yeah,
Raw
makes sense.
at some
Yeah, they're probably
cases.
They're gonna
move
merge
Becky
the
to Raw.
championships. There's
Or
no way.
if they don't move Becky to Raw, they probably could give the title to Bianca, considering she's going to Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, they
yeah,
could.
But if both champions are in the same brand, then what's the point?
Yeah, but
I don't
remember these drafts do not happen until after Crown Jewel.
After
so
Crown Jewel.
You know what?
Also-
You know what? That could happen.
Also, this happened according to Aled. Edge is staying on Raw.
Yes.
Where he officially goes.
No, Aled says that Edge is technically still on Raw because he only went to SmackDown to face Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he
I
never
mean-
moved to SmackDown.
That doesn't make any sense because he was mostly on SmackDown because of the Roman
Yeah.
feud. Yeah,
Speaking
he
of
was
SmackDown,
originally
that's
on
now
Raw,
home to Drew
Roman
McIntyre
Reigns.
as well.
Yeah,
but still.
More like
But Drew is literally now on SmackDown. So
well,
That's
not
what
yet.
I'm saying,
He
went
will
to
be.
SmackDown,
Wait,
like,
Yeah.
he had his
He's
time
probably
on
gonna
Raw.
face Roman. He's probably gonna go against Roman at some point.
Probably
Obviously,
at
Brock
some
Lesnar
point.
showed up.
Lesnar says he's now a free agent, which
He beat up Roman Reigns. He
Do
beat up the
whatever Brock
Usos.
Lesnar does.
Also, an interesting fact there. He said because of Paul Heyman.
Because of
Paul Heyman, he's free agent.
His good old friend Paul Heyman. Yep.
And then
There you go.
Roman lost it on Paul Heyman.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, Roman got
uh,
angry.
Why, Christian?
Let's just say that conserver. Let's.
Okay, hold on.
We will fix that in a minute because we're still
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Anyway, back to Brock Lesnar. He beat up Roman. He beat up the Usos. He made him look like a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Send what's his name? Paul Heyman announces on Monday to make sure they get drafted SmackDown, which they probably will because RK-Bro is staying on the show.
Yeah, so it's got.
Also, something else that people weren't happy about. Big E is staying on Raw, but that also means Kofi and Woods are heading back to SmackDown.
Yeah, New Day gonna be split up again.
Good.
So
I
happy.
mean, it's about
So
time that
happy.
Big E gets a singles run. So I guess that's a good thing.
Biggie will finally get the fuck out of their shadows and do his own goddamn thing.
No, he won't because he'll still be in New Day because they did this last time when he moved to SmackDown. He was still in New Day.
Yeah.
They're scared to break up the New Day.
Too, right?
Yeah, but everyone likes Sophie. No one likes Biggie. No one cares about him being champion.
I mean, a lot of people do.
I do.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. Okay.
He's gonna
Okay.
lose it to Brock Lesnar when he goes to Raw.
If Lesnar goes to Raw, I swear.
Then what else happened? We had Sasha Banks
Did you guys
face
not?
Yeah.
Bianca Belair.
Hold on, stop for a minute. Did you guys not pay a single damn thing about what Brock Lesnar said in his little interview thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
We went over that.
Yeah.
That he's a free agent, therefore he can go on
Yes.
any show.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
We were talking
said-
about that.
Then who the fuck said they would be upset if he goes to Raw?
What?
No one said
No
that.
one said that.
I did.
Oh, I thought I heard.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
I
me.
only
I
Peyton
did.
said that?
I did.
Oh, Payne.
Dumbass. Anyway,
Payne.
moving on.
Just don't talk. Don't
Hashtag
talk,
big
Payne.
wrestling fan times 2.
Oh! Me and Radio saw this. Seth Rollins broke into Edge's house.
I got to see that on the
Into Edge's
YouTube. Oh
house.
yeah, I saw that on the YouTube channel.
How did you break
Shut
into
up.
his house? Well, Beth isn't home with her.
Beth wasn't at home.
This wasn't at
Or
home,
for
you
the
moron.
kids.
This is how I know you didn't watch the show.
She wasn't there.
Nor were the kids.
Peyton, don't try
She
to
was
debate
out
us. We
doing.
watched the whole segment.
Is this the
She was out doing Kosei's, and Edge said on the phone call, "I don't care about the Kosei's."
Is this the first
Yeah.
time where someone broke into a house and didn't ruin their house?
No,
No.
because
No.
Triple H broke into Randy's house and fucking those two had a brawl.
Yeah, but he chucked
Yeah.
Randy out a window.
Yeah, and he also smashed up his place. Trying to find him.
Can I
Yeah.
finish with this?
Yeah,
Yep.
This
Yeah, go ahead.
this segment, I really liked it until the end. Until Seth Rollins sat down on a chair, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you. You could clearly see this was a set backstage because they actually showed gorilla position. You could see it through the window.
But when Edge was talking on the phone, you
So-
could actually see like the outside of the
You could
house.
see the set behind the Edge too when he was on the phone. Yes.
Oh wow. So it was a set, not an actual house.
it was.
That was his actual house, and you are dumber than you look.
Wow.
Also, one other thing that I'm happy about regarding the draft, Jeff Hardy's heading back to SmackDown as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
because he's been not doing great on Raw lately. So it's a good
Also,
thing he's going back to SmackDown.
Austin Theory's going to Raw.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
He's
So
gonna
yeah.
be going from the way it seems.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
WWE's
Carmella
called
ended up
him.
having a mask. Carmella has a mask now.
Yeah. I have no
Trying to
idea.
be a rip-off Sheamus.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but
No
that
Carmella.
that whole mask
Who else?
face.
Roman
I'm
Reigns
sorry.
mask now?
I'm sorry.
Come on.
That whole mask thing on Carmella. No. I'm sorry, but just no.
Yeah, that mask on Carmella is so
Ugly.
Yeah, but no, listen, it makes sense because her gimmick at the moment is she's the most beautiful woman in WWE. So having the mask and having someone not smash her face in makes sense.
They did this before, though.
Yep. Aled,
It does make sense.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
True.
I'm not arguing with that.
True. But the thing is, they did this before, though, with the Miz. And,
Oh, no one cares about
and
this.
even Cody, they even did the same thing with Cody Rhodes.
No, have you seen the mask, Peyton?
Oh yeah, I have. It's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
It's not. It's literally like a mask and Lucha wears, but it's just gay. So you call Rey Mysterio's mask ugly?
Well, yeah, but no, but like, it's like some sort of. How would I put it? You know how you do like the little sea cucumber mask thing? Yeah, it's like that.
It covers the whole face.
Yeah, it kind of looks just like that.
No, it does cover her whole face. That's the whole point.
Ugh,
So no one can actually hit her in the face.
Or break your nose.
Jesus. Anyway, we're going to go to Noble for this. Corbin won the match.
Yay, happy Corbin, everyone.
Oh.
Big new,
Corbin
apparently new finishers called
won
Happy
with the
Days.
Happy Days.
Happy
Yeah.
Days.
Yay!
Not the end of days now? Not just happy days?
So,
No, it's
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
something
still call it
better.
Happy Days.
Happy days.
Also,
Happy days. Make that pukey days. I'm just gonna yak.
also,
You fucking turncoat.
What
Yeah,
about
on Friday you said it was
Corbin
good.
also,
I
you
don't
guys
know.
remember that one guy no one knew called Riddick Moss, right? Who said it with Corbin?
Yep, he's now called
Yeah,
Madcap.
he's called Madcap Moss now.
Okay.
Also, did Rampage happen this week?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it did.
Did anyone watch that?
yeah.
No.
What
Yup.
happened? How was it?
So somebody got their head shaved.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
Evans.
Oh,
Yeah.
quickly,
Yeah.
quickly, sorry, quickly. Before you continue with that, before you continue with Rampage, quickly, King of the Ring and Queen's Crown tournaments were announced for next SmackDown.
So the Queen of the Ring is not going to be called the Queen's Court.
Anyone have thoughts on who's gonna
Queen's
win those
Crown.
tournaments?
I already have one thing for the Queens, but for the King, I
You're
have
gonna say
no idea.
Charlotte, aren't you?
If you
No, we're in the recording, bro.
Did you
Charlotte is not
disconnect?
winning that.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I somehow.
Anyway.
okay, anyway. Predictions on who could win King of the Ring or Queen's Crown. Peyton, you go
Okay.
first because you disconnected.
Wait, are you asking who could or who should?
Who could?
Both if you want.
Both.
Okay.
For me,
for the Queen one, I'm saying Liv Morgan should win it.
Wait, are we just gonna? I'm confused as to what's going on right now.
we're doing
Talking about
our.
the Queen's Crown, who do you think is gonna win it?
Whoever wins it.
Fair enough.
Well,
Um,
the thing is, we don't know who's announced yet for the Queen's Court and the King of the Ring.
It's
Yeah,
not Queen's
too
Court,
early
it's
to
Queen's
predict
Crown.
those,
Queen's Crown. I keep getting those two mixed up, but
yeah, so
Anyway, let's
basically,
just go
who
back
do you
to
want to
Rampage.
win and who do you think will win?
Yes.
I'm not.
Let's just go back to Rampage, please. Thank you, Super
Yes.
Mendez. Thank you.
Anyway, so pretty much nothing big happened here. Orange Cassidy shaved someone's head. I don't care if it's Jack Evans. I really don't care. Malachi Black gave a warning. CM Punk was talking backstage. A triple threat match happened. Of course, these two, I don't know when they're going to have a freaking match. They should just do it and get it over with. Ricky Starks and Brian Cage were doing promos again. And that's pretty much it.
Alright.
Okay, so
Oh,
and
and Brian Danielson took on Nick Jackson. Of course, Danielson won.
Danielson, yeah. Okay, so just before we end here quickly, I'm gonna ask everyone what your rating for Monday Night Raw was if you watched it.
7 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you on that.
I already gave my rating.
7.5 for
Say it again, I
Ross.
forgot.
7.75.
Oh,
Payne?
from what I've heard, I gave it a 7.5.
Hey, Noble?
7.1.
Hey, Vega?
Holy shit. Just fucking.
7 out of 10.
Hey, NXT, I didn't watch this, so I can't give a rating for this, so...
NXT, I would honestly give this an 8.
Okay.
6 out of 10. Could have been better.
Okay.
Eight.
Who's next? Okay. Noble?
I give this an 8 out of 10.
Okay, and Vega?
Wait, what show are we rating now?
NXT,
Oh my god.
I didn't watch it, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna give it a rating.
All right, so 0 out of 10.
AEW Dynamite
10 for me.
10.
10.
A perfect 10.
I'm
Didn't
gonna give
watch
it
it.
a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 because I didn't watch the whole show.
10.
I didn't watch it, but I watched the part where Sammy won the title. So I'd probably give it a 9.5.
9, 5, 10, 10.
No.
I give this a 9.3.
What is with the point crap? Just say. All right, so Noble says it's a 9. Okay, moving on. Enough with the point shit.
We're not doing. No, we'll just give you a ratings for Impact because you only watched it.
3 out of 10,
Impact is-
like every Impact.
No, it's not. The Impact, like, I give this a 7 out of 10. Only because of the good feud, feud here from Ferrazzo and
Okay, moving on.
Mickey.
And then SmackDown, I'm gonna give this a 10. I think it was a good show. Gaff one night, it was good.
I'd say a 9 for this one.
I say a 10.
10, 10, 7, I think you said?
Yep.
Okay. Ross?
9.
Would have been better if they
Yeah.
dropped all the fucking champions, but.
Vega?
9.5.
Okay.
Alright, radio for Rampage?
I didn't watch Rampage.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10? Alright.
But I've seen the highlights.
Is your name Radio Vega?
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, is your name Vega?
Shut up, Peyton.
What's your name?
Is your name Radio?
Anyway, everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is gonna do it for us here for our weekly wrestling review. Let us know if you like this new video we're trying, this new concept we're trying out for the first time. Leave your opinions and thoughts on the shows down below in the comments. Go subscribe to everyone here. That is links in the description. Go follow Radio, follow us, follow everyone on Twitter, Spreaker, YouTube. Go click the link in the description also for Pro Wrestling Tees, because that is down there. And yeah, go follow people on Spreaker, Radio, BWN Network. Go check that out. And before we end, Radio, take it away.
I got scared for a minute. I thought you were doing the sponsorship. Anyway, a big thank you once again to ProWrestlingTees.com. Remember, folks, Pro Wrestling Tees, it's not only just T-shirts on here. You guys can get action figures as well as autographs. You guys can also get cameo shoots as well. Like we said, this month we're really pushing the Brody Forever T-shirt. Remember, Pro Wrestling Tees does not collect any money off this deal. All proceeds go to benefit the John Herbert Legacy Foundation. If you guys want more information, www.johnherbertlegacyfoundation.org. Make sure you guys get this shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com. And remember, folks, download the Pro Wrestling Tees app. Get exclusive items and promos, including exclusive products and more. You guys can download it on Apple or Google Play. And a big thank you to Dunkin' Donuts. Remember, folks, download the Dunkin' app. It's easier to pretty much make your order. That way you guys don't have to stop into the shop. You guys can just go right through the drive-thru, scan your code, boom, get your order, head right to work, do whatever you got to do. Remember, America runs on Dunkin'. Of course, their partners are with JetBlue, Baskin-Robbins, and the NHL.
Nice.
Okay, so from me, Peyton Cash, Thomas Noble, Radio, Vega, and Crosswalks, this has been Wrestler, and we will see you on Thursday. Peace out, everybody.
Wrestle Arc out.
Peace.
Growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping. Yeah, oh my god, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading, yeah. Oh, no way, I ain't gon' stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken, need someone who could just go. Sometimes I struggle in this place, been in circles several days, never knowing the right way, yeah. Sometimes I struggle